Okay, in this video, we're going to run a simple direct click to your website ad. So we're going to do a niche focused property search campaign, drive traffic directly there, and hope that your site converts visitors into leads. Now, one thing before we get started about that, make sure you have an IDX platform that is good at converting visitors to leads. If you don't have that, then you probably want to try one of the other objectives, move on to a landing page campaign. But in this case, we're going to start right here at the easiest thing to do. So first, I'm going to go into my business manager, right, in Facebook, business.facebook.com. I got my create ad button right here at the top right, so I click that. And what we're going to do is we're going to run a send people to a destination on or off Facebook right here. I'm going to choose that option. Okay, I'm going to ignore the use a form thing that pops up. And I want to mention here that if your screen looks different than this, that's because Facebook is always split testing and trying different things, but should always be relatively the same. They might have different language for this, but don't get freaked out or worried. Just do the thing that gives a click to your website. In this case, send people to a destination on or off. All right, campaign. You can name your campaign anything you want. So when you're asked for campaign names, Real Targeter, click to website, demo, you call yours whatever you want so you can get back to it later. Next thing I'm going to do, I'm in St. Pete, Florida, is I'm going to target who I want to see my ad. Now, the campaign I'm going to run here is the one that I know more or less gets the cheapest clicks, and that is the offer of a free foreclosure list of foreclosures. So I'm going to think about who I want to see that ad as I run this. Now, let me go right to down here to where it asks for locations, and I'm going to type in my whole city. Now, you could do zip codes if you want. You can even drop pins and do specific locations, but I'm going to do people who live here right now. Another thing I want to point out, and this is very important for targeting, you see where it says locations? Depending on what you're doing, you can choose people who live in this location, people who are recently in this location, or people traveling. This is big where I am because a lot of people travel here. It might be the same for you. So I like to make sure I either explicitly pick people traveling and make offers to them because a lot of people want to move here once they visit, or people who live here. For now, I'm just going to do people who live here. Okay, so people who live in this location, St. Pete, Florida. Now right here, I can narrow down age and gender. What I'm going to do, I'm going to target my ad to actually homeowners so that I put homeowners in my database who might list with me someday. So it's one of my favorite approaches is to put make buyer side offers to homeowners so that I have a chance to do the buy side and get the listing. So let's choose people who are likely to list a home. I'm going to guess that they're about 33 up to, I'm going to personally have rapport with people up to about 47 maybe. So 33 to 47 in that range. Okay. And then my detailed targeting right here, I could pick men or women if I want, right? And my detailed targeting, I'm going to pick homeowners. I'll type that in. You notice it comes right up here in demographics. So I'm intentionally putting the type of person into my database that I want. I want more homeowners in my database who might list with me. I could have easily picked renters right here. If you want to work with more first-time buyers and get quicker deals, you might have put first-time home buyers. You could have also targeted things like Robert Kiyosaki, right? People who like Robert Kiyosaki are likely to be real estate investors. You could have targeted this offer to them if you want to attract investors. But I'm going to go with homeowners. I'm going to do automatic on the placements. You see where it says edit placements right here? You might find you get better conversion if you turn off this audience network. From time to time, I see that the traffic here is really bad. It was really bad a few months ago, and it seems to have gotten a little better. So just keep an eye on that. You may want to keep it unchecked, the audience network. Okay. Your daily budget. I like to start my campaigns a little high, $20 to $50 a day, so I get a baseline for what the cost per lead is going to be, and then you can scale that number down. But you're free to do whatever you want for a daily budget. You'd also pick a lifetime budget so it runs out and you don't forget about your ad and it keeps running. I'm going to leave all these other options here exactly like this. A lot of people try to get fancy and do two different options. Just leave it like this. Facebook is going to optimize your ad. Keep it really simple. Let's continue to the next section. And the next section is going to be to pick an image, video, slideshow, canvas. The simplest is going to be to pick an image. Now I'm going to do a foreclosure offer, And I'm going to be lazy here. Others, down in other videos in the mastermind, we'll get really creative with our images and stuff. But if you want to run an ad really quickly and get results fast, you can click the free stock images like I did. And let's see what happens if I type foreclosure. So you see there are some images here that say foreclosure in them. Let's try. This one's pretty interesting. There we go. A picture of a newspaper with the word foreclose. You can pick multiple if you want, and then Facebook will automatically split test the different images, and then you can go back later and turn off one of them. So I like to pick 2 images and always have a varied image running, a varied version of the ad with a second image, so that I'm always picking. There's always a control, and you can pick the one that's winning. So I'll pick those 2. Next, we're going to attach this to a fan page. So I have my general local fan page. I'll type that in here. Here we are. Then we're going to start to write. We're going to finally get to the part where we're going to put the destination URL where we want people to go. Now, I said in the beginning, this is going to be a simple clicks to website campaign. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to run on over to my site. Okay, and I'm going to run a search in the chosen area. Okay, there's the town. I'll pick condos, single family, and on my IDX site, I'm able to choose foreclosures as an option. There we go. Pound 38. Here they are. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy the URL right here out of my browser. This is the simplest, quickest way to do it. Just run the search, copy your URL from your site, assuming that it stays the same and it's dynamic. And then I'm going to paste that in as my website URL. Okay, it'll do a little bit of the thing here, and usually it'll pick up some kind of preview. You see what it did? It kind of did some suggested ad copy based on the page, but I'm going to edit that. Let's go now to the headline section right here. And my favorite headline, when I'm doing a direct to IDX search results, is see the list now. It's just a very generic headline, but it's a direct command and it'll get you good click through. Okay, and then I'm going to say, let's do thinking about buying an investment property, and I'm doing this because I know these are homeowners, right? Click to see a current list of St. Pete, Florida foreclosures now. Bank owned. There's that. And then you'll see under here where it says see the list now, there's this little description. That's controlled right here where it says newsfeed link description. And I'll just embellish a little pre-foreclosure. Frequently updated list. Click to directly see it now. Right? I'm just reiterating the call to action. Okay, I'm not going to worry about tracking conversions and geeky stuff right now. I'm just getting clicks to my website so that people can opt in. I know that my IDX search site is on a good platform that will convert for me. So I'm just going to leave it as is and not worry about conversion. And down here, not going to worry, I'm just going to click place order. Now what's going to happen is within an hour or so, usually your ad is going to go live. You'll get an email that says it's been approved, and you'll start getting traffic. And I have never seen this before. It figures that this happens when I'm recording a live demo. It's telling me that the stock photo didn't load from Shutterstock. You will most likely not see that error. Okay, let's try this again. Great, so my ad has been placed, and I could go and create variations when I'm done right now. They give you these different options, but I'm just going to go ahead and I can go and preview it if I want. The way to do that, you just go through, go look at the ad set again, okay? And then I'll click See Post over here. And now I have an ad that's going to show up in the news feed of 33 to 47-year-olds who own homes in St. Pete. It's going to say, think about buying an investment property. Click to see a current list of St. Pete, Florida bank home foreclosures. Now they're going to see this image, see the list now, and when they click that, they're going to go to the list. And then because my IDX search site converts well, they'll eventually be prompted. There we go. Once they start looking at properties, to opt in, and I'll generate a lead. So there you go. A basic clicks to website IDX search results Facebook ad campaign. This is the fastest way for you to get started. Go ahead and run one of these bad boys right now. If you don't get leads for under $10, then your IDX search site probably isn't up to snuff. So you might want to consider other options. Thanks.